Maja John Madden, and I'm in my hotel room at the Hotel Mar y Tierra in Veracruz, Mexico. Just have returned to Veracruz a few days ago from Orizaba, the magical pueblo up in the mountains, after having been here during the months of January and February. And I went up to the mountains to go experience that magical pueblo, and that was an awesome 7 weeks. The trauma that's related to this is right before I left, my car got stolen. My Autofurgoneta camper van. I had been 4 years traveling in 2 different camper vans, and it got stolen. So it was my house also, with all my stuff, all my clothes, everything. And my lifestyle as a camper van man for 4 years. 3 years in the U.S. and now 1 year in Mexico. So that was pretty traumatic. I was really happy to take the bus back down here to Veracruz, where I had been for January and February, and had truly fallen in love. And I'm embracing the idea of not traveling. I was already saying I was exhausted from 4 years of travel and wanted to put down roots. And why would I leave Veracruz? Because it's so awesome. So I'm doing that. I'm anchoring myself in Veracruz, and when I get my check later today, hopefully my monthly check, I'm going to look for an apartment. So 4 days I've been looking out this window every night, looking at, it's no longer full moon, it's several days past full, but it's been bright every night. And what a wonderful view, what a bird's eye view for, and when the 2 months that I would park mostly just beyond this hotel along the seawall over there, I would listen to the sound of the waves at night. And up here, I'm high enough over the front part of the hotel that I get to hear the waves again, so that's great. And the muse has been working on me here, I think partly because I've been ripped so wide open over the last few days. I was, just very shorthand of my story, after a wonderful start to my life, psychologist, PhD, first generation of my family to go to college, and then a pretty illustrious management consulting career, 15 years, including AT&T at the height of its glory in the 90s. In my early 40s, I had a perfect storm of life crises that broke me apart and got me misdiagnosed as bipolar, and what followed was 30 years of hating myself and taking terrible drugs. 4 years ago, life said, oh, you've learned what you're going to learn from that experience. Let's liberate you from it. And life dropped it for me. So for the last 4 years, I've been happy. I got off all my meds. And getting off all those meds, my memories are returning, because those drugs mostly do damage the way your brain works. And the memories for those 30 years are still hard to bring back, but they are coming. They are coming. And memories from before that time, up to my early 40s, are coming back, boom, like vivid, like yesterday. And one of the things I'm doing is to review old girlfriends. Now, I was a gritty Chicagoan. Used to always say I'm following the low road to higher consciousness, because I've done all kinds of spiritual studies over the course of my life. And when I trained as a psychologist, we kind of poo-pooed Freud. We wanted to do new humanistic stuff, Abraham Maslow, human potential movement, stuff like that. But Freud had something. And when I had my big spiritual experience 4 years ago, part of what really got activated was that low road to the higher consciousness and Freud's taboos of sex and aggression, and realizing how powerful they are, how good it can be for us to really inhabit our bodies, claim our sexuality, claim our power, the power that comes with anger, And I've been doing all that. And also really confronting the ways I got damaged sexually, sex abuse from age 6 to 10 ruined me. And even my golden, what I call my golden period of sex and romance, from my divorce in early 30s till I got misdiagnosed in the 40s, my 40s, even that golden era, I was always dancing above my sex abuse memories. So although I apparently was a good lover and had wonderful relationships, I can't remember the sex, can't remember the act, can't remember having pleasure, because I was that whole time dancing above my own trauma, acting as if I was more healed than I actually was. So during that period, one of my lovers was, I'm saying her name was Linda Hamilton. I'm not even positive I've got that right. I met her, I think, at a party at my house that a friend had brought her to because I didn't know her. She was gorgeous, funny. I'm guessing about my age. I was somewhere in my 30s there. And we enjoyed, she and her friends stayed after the party and I got to know her. And within a few days we started a relationship. And she was not only beautiful, but she was great in bed. Oh my God, we had such a great time. One iconic memory, I was going to go back to Chicago for the Christmas holidays and needed to catch a train at 11:30, something like that. And she was going to drive me to the train station. We were in bed, having a ball till maybe 11. We just could not bring ourselves to stop, and she had to race to get me to the train. But about the 7th or 10th time we slept together, she started to turn cold towards me. Got mean, got nasty. And after a few days of this, I went to her house to say, Linda, I think we need to stop sleeping together. Something has gone wrong. And she said, oh, what a relief, thank you. I don't know why I get this way. When I get sexual with a man, I start to treat him like shit. I just do it. I don't know why. I'm so sorry. So it's both a beautiful story and a tragic story. And I'll never know how Linda got damaged. Was it sex abuse for her? Was it just was she raised Catholic or some fundamentalist group that taught you that sex was evil and that you were evil if you enjoyed sex? I don't know. But she had booby traps inside herself in the same way that I had sexually charged booby traps inside of me. Linda, I think I've already tried to look you up on Been Verified, because now that I'm happy and healthy again, I'm trying to get back in touch with people from my past life. I think I tried to find you on Been Verified and didn't succeed, but I will try again, because you were a beauty, and I want to know that you got healed. I'd love to hear that you went on to have a good life. Okay. Good night. Veracruz, Mexico. Sister Moon. And Elmar, the ocean, which more, as much as anything else, brings me back to God these days.